Today, we're going to make some gorditas stuffed with pressed pork rinds, and I'm warning you right now, they are finger-licking good. So get comfortable because what's coming up is absolutely amazing. Let's jump right in. We're starting with the salsas because good gorditas always deserve a top-tier sidekick. Today, I'm making two Mexican classics, green salsa and red salsa. Though, of course, if you prefer, you can just make one with no problem at all. For the green salsa, we'll need tomatillos, jalapeno and serrano peppers, a clove of garlic, a small piece of onion, and fresh cilantro. Pro tip, place them on a hot griddle to roast and char them slightly. That little bit of char gives it an incredible smoky flavor. Once they get some color, let them cool down a bit and throw them straight into the blender along with the cilantro and salt to taste, and that's it. I like to keep mine a bit chunky so it has a more rustic feel. Wow, just look at how delicious this green salsa turned out. Now let's move on to the red salsa. We're going to use 2 red tomatoes, 1 tomatillo, 1 guajillo chili, and about 6 to 8 chiles de árbol, plus a clove of garlic and a small piece of onion. In a skillet with a splash of oil, sauté the onion, tomatoes, and garlic, adding the chilies right near the end so they don't turn bitter. Turn off the heat and transfer everything to the blender. Add a pinch of salt, a touch of oregano, and blend until smooth. If you'd like, you can add a splash of vinegar or a drizzle of oil to balance the flavors. Ooh, the result is a rich, glossy, spicy red salsa. Makes your mouth water, doesn't it? Now for the star of the show. Right here, I have a nice chunk of pressed pork rinds, but heads up, we'll only use about 300 to 400 grams, depending on how many gorditas you want to make. Chop it into small pieces and add it to a skillet with a little bit of oil. While it fries, we're going to prepare a flavorful sauce base to kick things up a notch. Blend 2 chopped tomatoes, a little onion, and some pre-soaked morita and guajillo chilies. Pour this delicious sauce over the chicharrón, season with cumin and salt, and let it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes until it absorbs all those flavors and turns nice and juicy without being watery. Absolutely beautiful. Now let's move on to the dough for our gorditas. If you can get fresh corn dough from a local tortilleria, even better. All you do is add salt and a little lard or oil to soften it up, knead it for a couple of minutes, and you're good to go. If you can't find fresh dough, don't worry. Nixtamalized corn flour works great too. We'll use 200 grams of corn flour, a tiny pinch of baking powder, a tablespoon of wheat flour, a pinch of salt, about 150 milliliters of water, and a touch of lard or oil. Knead it well for 5 to 6 minutes and then let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes. To shape the gorditas, grab a portion of dough weighing about 70 grams. You can weigh it if you want or just eyeball it. Roll it into a ball, make a small well in the center, and fill it with our chicharrón mixture. Look at how nice that looks. Seal it up tightly, roll it back into a ball, and using a tortilla press, a flat plate, or the palms of your hands, flatten it out until it's less than a centimeter thick. I like using plastic wrap, but wax paper works fine too. Don't worry if there aren't perfectly round. Flavor is what matters most. Repeat this with the rest of the dough. As you can see, you can also shape them by gently patting them out to your desired size. Check out the difference between the two, the one made from fresh store-bought dough versus the one made from corn flour. Honestly, I think the only real difference is the color. We're going to cook them both ways, the white ones and the yellow ones. In a skillet or griddle without oil, cook them for 3 to 4 minutes per side until they get a beautiful golden tone. I really love how these turned out. Wow, take a look. This is the oil-free version. Now, for those who love an extra crunchy crunch, let's deep fry them. Just 1 minute on each side and they puff up, golden and crispy. They look spectacular. It all depends on what you're craving. Now we've got them all ready. On this side, the ones made from flour, on the other side, the fresh dough ones, and right up front, the oil-free version. Look at that difference. Since we love to indulge around here, carefully cut open the gorditas without slicing all the way through and stuff them even more with chicharrón, fresh crisp lettuce, crumbled panela cheese, onion to taste, and of course our red and green salsas. Wow, just looking at them is making my mouth water. And let's not forget the Mexican crema, which is totally optional. Just look at this beauty. Wow, a true Mexican delicacy best enjoyed with your hands and made with lots of love. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the taste test. I'm gonna add a little extra salsa because there's no such thing as too much, but suit yourself. One bite and wow! Whew, it's spicy, but that good kind of spicy. Absolutely delicious. These chicharrón gorditas came out to a solid 10 out of 10. They're perfect for sharing with family or friends on a nice weekend. If you enjoyed this recipe, give this video a thumbs up, share it on your social media, and don't forget to subscribe to Goothy's Kitchen. See you in the next episode, and enjoy your meal.